So, my name is Sarah, and I am going to be showing you how to put wallpaper into a photo, and it's basically just using texture. So, I've got a photograph of myself right here, and I want to add some wallpaper to it. So, I'm going to come up to File, Place, I'm going to find the one that I want to use, and place it in here. The nice thing about using place instead of opening another document and having to copy and paste it into another document is that you don't have a lot of documents open. You can save space and time. So I've stretched it to the size of my photograph and I've pressed enter to set it. Now I don't want to keep this as a smart object because as a smart object I can't manipulate this layer like I want to. So we're going to come to Layer, Rasterize, and Smart Object. You could also choose Layer. So now that I've done that, we can change the blending mode to, I like to use Multiply, you can use Soft Light, you can use Overlay, really anything that you want depending on what you want your picture to look like. So I'm going to add a layer mask here so that if I mess up, it's really easy to fix. So to start off with, I want my foreground color to be black, and I'm going to choose a hard-edged brush at 100% opacity. Now, I'm going to take all the texture off where I don't want it, and this can be done really roughly. I find a lot better just to take it off roughly and go back and put it back on so that you make sure that you get all the texture off of where you don't want it. So, I've done that, and you can see over here in my layer mask that the black, there's no texture there. So I'm going to switch my foreground color to white, and I'm still going to use my hard-edged brush at 100% opacity, and I'm going to zoom in really close because I want to make sure that I'm getting the texture back exactly where I want it and that it's not going where I don't want it. So this process takes a while. I'm not going to go over my whole picture here. It's going to take too much time, and you guys don't want to sit here and watch me add texture to a picture. It would just be boring. So I'll just do a little bit of it for you here. See, like you can see right here, I went over the skin just a little bit, and all I have to do is switch back to my black brush and take it off. Switch back to white and keep going. Now that's the really nice thing about using layer masks, and you can use them in just like really anything that you're doing, and it makes it so nice that you don't have to keep hitting the back button and you can only go back, 20 times? And what if you realized later that you've messed up and it was way farther back than that? So, when you're going around like places like this eyelash, see like right there? That looks kind of funny. I know when you're zoomed out really far, it's really not going to be that obvious, but I know it's there. So I'm going to lower my opacity. I'm going to take my white brush again and just kind of lightly take it off. Not all the way because, of course, your eyelashes aren't thick enough to disrupt the texture that well. Then we're going to click back to the white and keep going all the way down until you've got texture where you want it. Like I said, I'm not going to go over this whole thing with you guys. You can figure that out on your own. But while I still have your attention, I'm going to zoom out and show you, hey, that looks pretty good. But it still kind of looks fake. It looks like we did just place this wallpaper in here, and that is not what we want. We want it to look natural. We want it to look real, like that was the wallpaper where we were taking our picture. So I'm going to add a dodge and burn layer, and this is going to allow us to put some shadows and some highlights into our background. So I'm going to hit Shift Control N, or I can just go up to Layer, New, and select Layer, but keyboard shortcuts are way faster. My blending mode is going to be Soft Light, and I'm going to click this little box to fill it with a soft lighted neutral color, 50% gray. And there we go. It is over here. You can't see anything when you click this off and on. It's transparent. But it's not going to be for our dodging and burning. So So we're going to get a soft edged brush. We're going to lower our opacity to around 20. It doesn't have to be exact, and we're going to choose black as our foreground colors, and we're going to burn the outside edge of our photo, and that's going to darken it up, obviously. So, and now you can see, like, right here on my face I've got some light, and that, if our background was there when we took the picture, of course some of that light on my face would have spilled over onto the wall behind me. So we're going to switch our foreground color to white, and we're going to highlight the inside where we didn't burn. And so when I come over here and I click the eyeball thingy for that layer, you can see what we've done, and it looks a lot more natural and looks a lot nicer. So that's really it. Just take some practice and some time and some playing, and who doesn't like to play with Photoshop? I know I do. Well, thank you for watching this video tutorial on how to put wallpaper into your photo. I hope that this has helped some of you, and happy photo editing. Please come visit us at sarahandsammy.blogspot.com.